Morning, Nappies. Time for another little bit of a recap. We have finished our war, our most recent war, but the one prior to that was unfortunately our first loss in a long time versus Olympus Warfare, who, ripped us a new hole, basically. We really struggled against them. I don't think we were massively outmatched per se, but the Olympus guys certainly had worked on their heroes an awful lot, and I think that their base designs at the Town Hall 9 level really posed our fellow Town Hall 9s a problem. And the difference here, if anything, was our inability as an entire clan perhaps to clean all of the Town Hall 9s. By the time our TH9s had finished, we'd literally got too many still to clear. And the Olympus guys, some beautiful attacks on your side. Warring against someone else. I mean, you're on a massive win streak. You must be picking up some big opponents by now. We were on something like 10 win streak, 11 win streak maybe, and we bumped into them. Kind of wishing we didn't. But then again, you live and you learn. Anyway, my hits from this war. Just cleanups. Quite low down first off, aiming to leave our guys something to do downstairs. So this one is just basically Queen Walk with a bunch of Valkyries and 6 hogs to clean up end defences on this base. No rhyme or reason to it. There's plenty of places here to put jump spells. Here on either one of these corners that you can see here would open up the base quite immensely. So 2 jumps, 2 rages and a heal. Heal is intended for hogs, but it's not how it works out. Max wall breakers get me into the wall, kill the royals. Golem in the CC, I know about that. I also know that there's a Tesla farm in that centre there. So in come the Valkyries, jump over there. So there's only an archer tower in there. And then they're going to come into these Teslas. And it's important for me that when they get in there that I rage and probably heal them as well. They're taking an awful lot of damage in there because they're not just being pounded. Don't forget, they're not just being pounded by the stuff and the 4 Teslas and the Expo that's in there. Everything else that's around them is also throwing stuff at them as well. So very important to keep the Valks alive. And I've got rid of, quite a fair portion of the base already. There is no double giant bomb spot in that quadrant where I've launched my hogs at. So they're going to do some serious damage and get rid of all the defences there. Keep my queen safe, keep her alive. My Valks don't make it through to the end. My king's already dead, but hogs will take out a couple of these defences, die on the cannon, and then basically at that point it's a simple queen walk around the outside of the base. Bit of swag poison at the end, you can't beat that. Oop, don't want to play again. So next attack of mine would have been on their 17, I believe. Let's come up on the map this time. So Dead Space base, and if our memory serves me correctly, there are Teslas in the core of it over there. First things first, I'm going to take out the area of the base on a limb over here, and I am then going to basically jump there and jump there. So Valkyries are basically going to be the source of the basis of the attack again. I'm going to go straight to the heroes. Somebody outside getting a BP, fucking Northampton. So a Queen's going to take care of the south side of the base. Go wee army up top. That's going to force the Queen to start walking round to the south, which is fine, and over to the east. King in. Some Valks go wandering. Place to jump though. They got somewhere to wander to. The Teslas bring them in. No, Skelly's not bothered about those. Hound not even vaguely fussed about the Hound. So there's that second jump and another rage. Just in case there's probably a double stack in there. No, there isn't. So everything going quite nicely at this point in time. Queen at full health, working around with the King and the Golem. Healers have picked up the King. Now they pick the Queen back up again. I've got that Hound up at the top pulling on my Valkyries. Got a few defences that are going to be left over in that final quadrant, but King full health, Queen full health, Golemites left, several Valks left. The Hound pooing on my Valkyries still. There's a giant bomb. Strange place to put it. 1 swag poison. 2 swag poisons. Loads of stuff left. Three stars. Excuse the cold. So next attacks would be from our previous war. Versus K30 Tsuruomi, Finnish clan. These guys really weren't very good. Their attacks weren't very good. The bases weren't overly, one way or the other. They're quite average bases, like not much to say about them. But my attacks this time were both Town Hall 10 attacks. First one slightly more successful. This one should have been more. MR7 I hit there 3, which is a clean-up. DSAP hit this from the bottom. That's always going to be a hard ride. So what I thought of doing here would be walking Queen from up at the top, down that side, take out all that stuff and create an actual funnel into the core. Perhaps I should have tried it. The only thing is my Queen's only level 27. She's probably going to die versus all those quite max defences. In go my Valks, and they go in too soon, so they go for a wander. They should have been taking that jump, and that's entirely my fault. I released them way too early yet again. So I got to jump there as well. But they've got more stuff to do before they can get in there, so bit of a late freeze. Really late freeze, Stephen. Really late freeze. There we go. Everything's dead, Stephen. They're all dead, Dave. Yeah, so I eke out 2 stars on this one. That probably pissed them off. Suicide WBs at the end. Can't beat it. Next attack would be on this one. There, it's my hour 7 on there, 7, 80% this one. So this one is a Queen walk. So I'm going to use the Queen to take out some stuff down the left hand side of the base. Few defences, she's going to be alright versus all that. That wizard and the other one taking out some gumph is going to force her to go around to the left, which creates a funnel of those buildings in those 3 compartments that you can see for Valkyries to go into. So launch a stat load of WBs, and Valks have only got one place to go. So that was a half decent jump. And freeze. Rage them in the car. Walls are slowing them down a bit, and I did not need That jump, that second jump, that was retarded. Maximum retardation. Anyway, the town hall's obviously going to go, but you've still got the problem of all the stuff at the end peppering your gear. And my king, I don't know, just couldn't get him down nearly. The screen protector's really pissing me off on my tablet. But either way, 80% or so, and it's mostly the queen at the end of it. She ends up with a fair percentage. So that was a good war win, lads, but not the most exciting war. Let's hope that next one that we search for tonight brings us a bit of a doozy. Okay, guys. Tweed out. Clouds for hoof.